down again, my lad. We'll rest a while by the side of you.
That's it, Miles. Nothing could have fallen out better for us, I'm thinking.
You're about right, Luke. Now, George, my man, we should very much appreciate a few words with you.
Morning, being the time for words, master. Countless words will keep till the said sun. There's otherwise with work.
Word. Why, George, it is clear you came up and to gather flowers this morning.
It is the very first time as ever I heard of George idling away of his time like this.
Tis over to Brook as I be going, masters, to fetch back a couple of young chicken. And be mostly all fowl or pullets that do lay.
We never heard tell a young chicken been out the Oxleys orchard I was in.
Nor me neither, master. Never heard nor seen such a thing. But mistress, it says, you can't set a maid from town at the table unless there be poultry for a sheep. There be a red mission that feeding makes from town. So mistress do say.
That just brings us to our little matter, George. When is it that you expect the young lady?
The boxes today be stacked mountains high in the bedroom since yesterday, and I count as the maids will presently come on their own feet with a morning coach to set them down.
Nay, there's only one maid was expected.
Miss Clara was master's sister and serving merchant she.
Well, George, it was a great day for your master when old Madame Lovell took little Miss Clara to be bred up as one of the quality.
What plant do grow best by the stream and blossom from the meadows as the grass? But let each sort abide in the place where you see it.
No, George, you don't know what you're talking about. A little country wench may bloom into something very modish and elegant, once taken from her humble home and set amongst carpets of velvet and curtains of satin. You'll see.
It would be a poor thing for anyone to be so worked upon by curtains, by carpets, master.
Take my word for it, George. Oxleys will have to smarten up a bit for this young lady. I know the circles she has been moving in, and it's to the best of everything that she has been used.
Well, that is what mistress do say. That's why I be sent along to Brook with haymaking going on and all. Spring chicken with sparrow grass be the right feeding for such a day. But so mistress do count.
Stop a moment, George. You have perhaps heard the letters from Miss Clara discussed in the family table from time to time.
Miss Clara did never send her 2 letters home and on while she was gone. The first one did tell us how the old lady was dead and left all her fortune to Miss Clara. And the second was to say as how I would be coming back to the farm this morning.
But are you here, George? There's no mention in either of them letters of Miss Clara's fine suitors.
That I cannot say, Master Jim.
Nothing of their swarming thick around her up in London, George?
They may be sworn by the thousands of brothers, I do know. And it smells of gold, as honeybees do smell the blossom. We'll have a good few of them buzzing around the farm before we're many hours older, so I guess.
Well, George, that will liven up the place a bit, I don't doubt.
It is a bit quiet and no livening as Oxleys did one. Isn't that right, George, my lad?
I'll say good morning to you, masters. I can't have been and wasted smallish time already on the road, so we'll be a bit hard pressed up at the farm this day.
George, my man, we have good many questions to ask of you before you set off.
Them questions will have to buy till another time, I reckon. I'm gone late already, masters.
Arriving by the morning coach, I shall certainly make my call to the farm before sunset. What do you say, Jen?
You're a rich man, Miles, and I am poor. We've always been friends.
And our fathers before us, Luke.
And the courting of the same maid should not come between us.
That will be all right, Luke.
What I do say is, let's start fair, neck to neck like.
As you please, my good Luke.
So do, you tell me honest, shall I do in the clothes I'm wearing now, Miles?
That neckerchief is not quite the thing, Luke.
'Tis my Sunday best.
Step over to the high street with me, my lad. I've got something in my shop that it will be the very thing. You shall have it. You shall have it for half price, for it's only a bit damaged in one of the corners.
I'm sure I'm very much obliged to you, Miles.
That's all right, Luke.
George would look better to my thinking. There are new coats at the back of him.
Poor beggar, he would, and no mistake.
I do warrant there's Emily to keep it afore it, and was taken off the road by the old farmer in his day.
I flatter myself I have a certain way with the ladies. They come to me, confidential like, and I tell them what's what and how this, that, or the other is word about town. But with Mrs. Spring, it is different. That's a woman I could never get the right side of, know how?
Poor Thomas. There's a man who goes down trod, and hen scratched if you like.
It is altogether a very poor place up at Oxley's for young miss.
So I'm slipping on by us. How about we take a stroll down to the shop, see about that neckerchief?
I'm sure